will put total leather to crank us up. Split backs here. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Complete downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. And this passing game has them calling Boomer and answering Sooner again.
And they're starting to get this crowd jacked up and this crowd riled up. And listen, they love their team. And, dude, think about all the success Oklahoma has had over the years. Different casts of characters. But one thing they always have, offensive success.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. He's got him this time. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Just the ability to move the chains, keep the drive going, sort of quintessential efficiency from a Sooner quarterback.
Yeah, and from a Sooner offense because, Reese, they keep the drive going, but what does that do? Most Oklahoma teams over the years, we see them go fast, and they wear you down throughout a football game. So the quarterback play on those completions that move the sticks, that make you play 3 more plays, 4 more plays, 5 more plays, and just wear you out.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. They'll run play action. Pressure coming. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Might as well give it to him again. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
He wants to throw here on second down. Going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z. So these are big for the resume.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Coming out aggressively. He's got it inside the 30. He's into the open down the middle. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown ball.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it away at the 25. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision making. We decided to go for it, we didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Quarterback will audible. He's looking to throw it. They're trying to get to him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
After the incompletion, looking at 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. And the Sooners want to crank the tempo. On 3rd down, going up top. Coming after it. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain.
And the quarterback's in the pocket, and he decides to take off and scramble and just couldn't get to the 1st down marker. You could tell he wanted to pass the football. Maybe it wasn't there. Maybe he scrambled a little bit too soon. But usually when you take off, you better know you're going to get close to that 1st down marker or get it.
Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Going up top on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Wants to throw. It's Morris. He's taking the shot. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. No Tennessee quarterback will ever be revered like Peyton Manning, but maybe... And they're going to say, this guy's getting into the realm at least.
Yeah, you get in the realm, you're good. You get in the realm, you start talking about Hall of Fame. That's what kind of tradition you've had with a guy like Peyton Manning. His fingerprints are still on this program, and if you are mentioned with him, that's a good day at the office.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Headed to the end zone, and he's going to score. Touchdown, Tennessee!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter.
Picked off. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Volunteers! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical, and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee, and they'll bring it to the 25. This should be the last play of the quarter. Power football with the run. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close.
Tennessee 21, Oklahoma 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Trying to take it back. He's at the 10. Touchdown ball! How about that D coming up with a play like that?
Number 7.
Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Sooners ready to go on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Running through contact. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Okay, ready?
And now on second down for this offense.
42, Spider. 4-2, go.
He's looking to throw. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Slings it. Finds a man on the right. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
That's a tough one to execute on offense in that situation. 3rd down, you know it's going to be man coverage. If that receiver's not able to create any separation, then he's going to get tackled as soon as he catches the ball. And that's exactly what happened, now setting up 4th down.
This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. On the run, still looking. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
To the ground with the back. Finds a crease at the 20. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
0.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Sooner offense returns to the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Get up. Get up. Yep, I think that's what everybody says to their quarterbacks after they take big hits like that. He got the first down, but you don't want to make a living taking those whacks.
He's going to pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Really need positive yards on second down. After the incompletion, they'll snap it from the 44. This one's complete. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
After the misfire, now on second down. They move the tight end all over. Quarterback checking the play. The aerial assault continues. Finds his man. It's Morris. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
They'll throw it on first down. Trying to get to him. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Off the play fake. Moving away from pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes his connection. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it on the counter. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They tried to run the counter, but absolutely nothing doing.
And those counter plays take a little longer to develop. Sometimes you're usually pulling 1 or 2 guys, and that penetration in the backfield can kill you, can get to the running back before he gets started.
Got some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13. The give to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man on the right. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
How nice is it in this offense to have a tight end like that guy that can come up with plays for you all over the field? We just saw the big third down catch. He set him up here in the red zone. I like going back to him, maybe lining him and flexing him outside, getting a one-on-one opportunity for him to use his size advantage.
And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. It's complete. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
And nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. UTSA is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Alamo Dome, but they've struggled to really pull away. They're up by 7 over Tulsa. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football in.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short.
Jackrabbit. Gorilla. Hawk. Cross.
To throw, it's Morris. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots, you soften up the coverage, get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Defense wants to bring the heat. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's out past the 35. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
It's so disappointing for the offense, too, because they pride themselves on being physical, right? They wanted to come out in this game. They want to establish the run. They do that each and every week. They had the first down. Couldn't hold on to it. The defense now creates the takeaway.
And speaking of pride, that's what you pride yourself on defense, taking the football away. How many possessions can you steal? He had the first down, but you got there. And more importantly, we work on this all week long. County fair, stripping the football, getting the football out, and then falling on it. Nice job by the defense, forcing the turnover.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Morris. Looking deep. Fires into traffic, picked off. Got some room to run. And he gets the interception and finally run out of bounds, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Sooners will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
And the Tennessee offense will take over 1st and 10.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Well, this guy has shown up time and time again for his football team. Top 10 statistically in passing yardage this year, but it's been in big games, in big moments where he's really shined. And that's why this guy's in contention to win the Heisman Trophy.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And it's just simple. Simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7.
42 Spider.
He's looking to throw. Time to take a shot. Got it! Touchdown Volunteers! And the pummeling has started.
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Quickly complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it all in that last play.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Off play action. Pocket starts to collapse. He's got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback checking off. He wants to throw. Looking to scramble. He'll throw one to his right. And he makes the catch inside the 25. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Black 24. Black 24. In blue.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
There's just so much for this defense to figure out. They've had strong side runs thrown. Now the counter. We know that this offense can work in the play action off of all these base runs too. So much offensive volume this defense needs to worry about at this point in the game.
He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown Sooners.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it back from inside to survive. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They'll try the run. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Scanning the field, it's Morris. Looking for a huge play. Makes the catch down the right side. Oh, look out, there he goes. Touchdown ball. And the stomping has commenced. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Oregon State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Beavs have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Eastern Michigan. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Caught over the middle. It's Morris. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Trying to find his man on first down. Quick strike complete. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Ready to be first down.
The Sooners want to pick up the tempo.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
They keep attacking through the air. He makes the connection.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33.
Let's go!
Wide receiver coming across in motion. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Snagged on the outside, it's Morris. Woo, boy, this freshman quarterback has a hose. Did he sing that thing in there? And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. The Sooners will have it 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Using the quick game. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Looking to go up top on first down. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wide receiver shows motion. On second down, wants to throw. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
And they tacked on the extra point. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass.
Oklahoma, 21.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. First down here for the offense. Leaves it with the running back. At the 35, he's loose. And he breaks into the open. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
That's a first down for the offense. That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Tennessee 49, Oklahoma 21.
First down to start the drive after the break. To the ground, he's got it again. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the fourth quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
Back to throw, it's Morris. It's complete to the left. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They're still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Quick completion to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
They'll leave it with him. Touchdown, Tennessee! And the beatdown has ensued. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. To the air on first down. He's right on target. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Sooners are in the hurry-up.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback, timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that thing.
It's complete on the right side. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. The quick out. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Open runway ahead. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Sooner! This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a big play up top, going 63 yards to the house. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Palmer.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw in that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Wants to throw on 1st down. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. The Volunteers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Looking downfield, it's Morris. Trucks through the defender. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. The Vols are flying down the field. They want that clock to run. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Makes it past the marker. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Volunteers! And the route is on. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Louisville may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but they'll take a dub away from L&N Stadium every time. The Cards have been racking up road wins since the Lee Corso days, and they'll get another one today. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Unloads to the right. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but the great field position for the O at the 37. Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game.
Fires toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent. Forget this day ever happened.
And with that pass right there, dude, he goes over 350 on the day. Nice performance. This QB's been dialed in.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires left. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
They'll throw it on 1st down. He looks that one in nicely. They get him down after he makes the catch. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Caught near the sideline, it's Morris. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Going for the big play. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his 1st interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Offense getting set for first down.
Here we go.
Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. Grabs it in the middle. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Oklahoma.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Back to throw, it's Morris. He's going for a big play downfield. It's complete. A huge pickup. He's off to the races. Touchdown ball. And the punishment has been extended. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face, and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today, they were not good enough.
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Bringing it back. The 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Takes this from inside the 5, and the returner will be brought down. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going up top on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous party gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
They'll go to the air. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
The attempt at the two-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score. Tennessee, 84.
Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25. the game right here. To the air. It's Morris. Going for it all. One last incompletion, and that'll do it. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes.